Okay, I have 7 o'clock. We'll call to order the Zoning Board of Review meeting for Tuesday, February 27th, 2024. Roll call, please.
Mr. Najarian?
Here.
Mr. DeZio?
Here.
Mr. Mostyn?
Here.
Mr. Marcantonio?
Here.
Ms. Benoit? Here.
Okay, item 3, disclosure of no compensation or pension credits received by board members. Item 4, disclosure notice zoning board of review members shall disclose any ex parte communications about any contested or material adjudicatory facts or opinions concerning the merits of any application before the zoning board of review. Doesn't apply, but we go through that. Item 5 is approval of the minutes from the January 9th, 2024 meeting. I think everybody got them in plenty of time to review. I didn't see anything to take issue with, so unless hearing otherwise, can we have a motion to accept the minutes from January 9th?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the January 9th, 2024 meeting.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, approved. Item 6 is, here we go, ZBA, that should be ZBR, I'm sorry. It's on the agenda, it's not that important, but it's all right, it's okay. I mean, both of them should be ZBR. It's of no consequence, but we'll just note for the record that it was a typographical error. Both of the decisions are from the ZBR, not the ZBA. So, item 6 is approval of decision for ZBR 23-11, which is for the 37 Lapry Road, AP lot 006, lot 202. Remember this one well, had multiple appearances. And just, you know, to clarify, because Chris had brought something up in an email to me, but I think the last sentence of the motion, remember we did, the only reason I'm bringing it up is so that in the future, if we want to be, I think we always have a little bit of a balance between being concise and being specific. We don't want to be too wordy, and we don't want to put in things that are other people's responsibility. So I think this was written well insofar as the last sentence says, the last two sentences say, relief and conditional approval. So the conditional approval was based upon the fact that the zoning official would need to receive the updated zoning plan, which would show clearly that the structure was no closer than 5 feet from the property line. And doing his normal due diligence, he will, I'm sure, ask for a certified plot plan after the foundation is poured, which proves, I mean, Vinny knows this well, proves that not only did you say you were going to put it there, but you did. So I think with that, clearly, because that was our biggest issue, to make sure the 5 feet. So unless there are any revisions or suggested modifications, again, we have a motion to accept the written decision for ZBR 23-11.
I make a motion to approve the written decision for application ZBR 23-11.
Second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And item 7, same thing, decision, approval of the written decision for ZBR 24-01. This is for that dimensional variance for the property on 566 Providence Pike, Donna Corvo. Again, I think it was pretty straightforward. I didn't see, this was a little bit more complicated because it had some ins and outs and ups and downs, but again, if there's, the only thing I would note, it was curious that when I saw the report, I read the article, I'm a little bit off base, but we have nothing going on. When I read the article in the
Oh,
one
the
of
Valley Breeze.
the periodicals, and it made it sound like reading the article and not being present, you thought it would have been a very contentious
That it was
meeting,
opposition.
and that we took a bold effort and went against the grain, and I'm saying, did I miss something? I thought we did a
I read the article too, and it
darn
made no
good job
sense to me.
of sense, and even the people who objected, who made notes, said, let me qualify it and say, I'm in favor of, however, I want to say the following. But when you saw the article, I said, well, strange.
Little creative license.
Yes, I guess, so, sorry for the editorializing. Do we have a motion to accept the written decision for ZBR 24-01?
I make a motion to approve the written decision for application ZBR 24-01.
Second?
I'll second it.
Mr. Marcantonio, all in favor?
Aye.
I'll sign them both, Vivian, when we're done. Okay, and item 8, election of officers. That time of year again, so. Just as a quick update, we did get an alternate, so we have one. The first alternate was approved. Has a background in engineering, broad-based in mechanical and what we call kind of MEP, which is electrical, mechanical, and fire. He's local, his business is local, and he lives local, so I think he'll be Andre Gill. I think he'll be a very good addition to the board because he has a knowledge in the general field that we deal in, so that's nice. And then we saw that, I think they posted again in the town weekly for the second position to be filled, so. And then did you all, while we're on that subject, just want to make sure that the clerk circulated this?
Yes.
Yes.
Kinda, it shows in writing each of us, so we know exactly where we're at. And of course, if anybody took issue with any of those dates, then you have plenty of opportunity to talk to the clerk, so. Okay, with that being said, I guess we'll just go in the normal order. Chair, vice chair, and secretary. Open nominations for chair.
I'll make a motion to appoint Robin Adjournment as chairman.
I'll second.
Well, thank you. I'll accept. It'll be a pleasure to do it again if you also choose. Is there any other nominations? Hearing none, motion to close.
Make a motion to close.
Second?
I'll second the
Okay.
motion.
We'll vote on each, so I think it's probably better to vote on each instead of the whole thing. So I think typically we've done a voice vote. I don't think we need to do
Right.
anything otherwise. So if you could just, I guess, just read back the nomination and then just call for a voice vote.
The nomination for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't write anything down.
Well, just indicate that I've been nominated and seconded to serve as the chair.
Okay, Robert Nigerian has a motion has been made for him to become the chair. And it has been, it was, let's see,
I think it was.
it was Vinnie
Mr. Marcantonio
Marcantonio
seconded,
that made the motion.
Yep.
And was it Chris DeZille or?
Chris made the
Yes, I
motion,
made the motion.
Vinnie seconded it.
Oh,
Or
Chris
the
made-
nomination, made the nomination. Yeah.
Was it?
It's the other way around,
Vinnie
though.
made the
Oh, Vinnie
motion, I
made it?
second it.
Okay.
Right.
Confusing. So you can just say all those in favor of the.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries.
Supposed to vote for myself, I don't know. Vice chairman,
Make a motion for Chris Zahn.
Chris, you accept? Okay, do we have a second for that?
I'll make a second
Okay.
for it.
Any further nominations for vice?
No.
Okay. Do we have a motion to close?
Make a motion to close?
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
Okay, and Chris, you're okay to serve?
Yep.
Okay. We can just do that same schmeal again.
Okay, Vinnie, Mr. Marcantonio made a motion for Chris DeZille to be the vice chair. Mike Marston second the nomination, and so we have to make all those in favor,
Aye.
say aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? The motion carries.
Congratulations, Chris.
Thank you.
And then we'll do the same for secretary. We
I
have a-
make a motion for Mike Mazen to be secretary.
I second.
Although, we can just do that again. You accept, I assume, Mike?
Yes, I'll
Okay.
accept.
Okay, you can just read that back.
Motion to close?
Oh, yeah, motion to close. Sorry. We need a second. on that, I
Okay,
guess.
Mr. Marcantonio made a motion for Mike Marston to be the secretary. Chris DeZiel, second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anyone opposed? The motion carries.
Congratulations, Mike. I guess just the one comment, what we should try to do, I'll stay in contact with you, but maybe what we should do is, each time we have an application out, so prior to the meeting, if you draft just the parameters of the motion already,
Okay.
listing the
That's what I've done recently,
application,
yeah.
that type of thing, and then you wait until, if we're going to add specifics, then you just write it in, but that way we're ready each time with the minutia of it, which is just getting the dates and the names and the sections right, so I think that'll just facilitate matters, so. Okay, quickly, while we're at it, we're a little bit off the subject, but I don't think it's critical. Vivian, can either you or Leo just give a quick explanation to the members as to what the handout was for?
Well, the handouts were because Mr. Najarian had asked that I update the zoning board with some information on what's changing with the zoning. I reached out to Mr. Johnson to give me some information, and so the ones that you see that are in color are from Carl Johnson. The other ones, I went on the state website and printed down a lot of the ones that were mentioned in the forms that were given to me by Carl Johnson.
So some of these should be added to our books?
Yes.
I believe so.
Yep, okay.
Some
All right,
of
wonderful.
it's already in there. This was all stuff that the legislation was voting on, and they took effect January 1st.
So this is the nuts, the meat of that legislation.
Correct.
Yes.
And for the members' benefit, we were speaking before we brought the meeting to order, but I think we should still pursue with the solicitor and the administrator and the planner to see if we can't have one of them have just a quick joint meeting with the two bodies, the planning board and the ZBR, and just to walk through quickly and say, just so you guys know, if somebody comes up from the public and asks us questions, at least we can speak knowledgeably about what we know happened, so.
Okay.
I'll copy you on an email that I'll try to send it tomorrow and just remind everybody,
Okay,
because if we don't keep making noise, that'll.
I know.
Do we have anything pending?
No, not at this time.
We're gonna get quiet, I think, for a while. All right, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good luck, let's have a good year.